What's up, vinyl community? This is Drop the Needle Records, and this week I'm going to continue albums in my collection, but I'm going to do something kind of special this week. I am going to attempt to do the rock gods themselves, Led Zeppelin. It's always a controversial topic, but I wanted to do this because I have basically their discography from start to finish, not the special editions or anything like that, but I want to know what you think of my list. I'm going to show you what I have, but I'm going to rank them and give you my opinion. But a little disclaimer, there's really not a lot of bad songs that I don't like. You're going to hear me say they're okay. And that's about it. I mean, there's not a song that I hate that they do. It's kind of special because I kind of got to listen to some albums I don't listen to an awful lot, but this is a way for me to go through my collection and go through from start to finish. As always, please, if you would, like, comment, and subscribe down below. I also started doing some YouTube shorts. I've done Today in Music History, and these are some of the albums behind me that I've kind of showcased. If you like that kind of thing, check it out. It's something different that I can do during the week that I can connect with everyone, but let's get to it. So, of course, we all know Led Zeppelin. We have Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Bonham, and John Paul Jones on bass. They formed in 1968, and again, I have all the albums, but not any of the special editions. The only basic one I'm missing is The Song Remains the Same. But to me, they are the greatest rock band of all time. And I thought in this week's video, I would continue albums in my collection with Classic Rock Part 1. So again, like I said early, please debate me down below in the comments. There's going to be some controversial ones, I'm sure. But again, let's get right to it. So number 9. I have, it comes like this first, In Through the Outdoor. This is the Walmart edition. I'll kind of showcase this. Has the hype down below. Also kind of wanted to show, they come with backstage passes for each one, which are kind of cool. I kind of enjoy that. And then they have the inner sleeve. I show it upside down. Yeah, I showed it upside down. There, it's kind of cool. There's the back. But this was done in 1979. A little bit more piano and synths on this album. One of the few albums I've not heard all the way through from start to finish very often. I have, but it starts off with In the Evening. I thought that song was just okay. Southbound, Suarez, I really like the piano in the background. Fool in the Rain is actually one of my favorites on the whole album. Hot Dog, it's okay as well. Carousel Ambra, that's okay as well. All My Love, that's probably one that you know all this. Good Sense on it, love that one. And I'm Gonna Crawl, just thought that was okay too. So that's why I put this at number 9. Let's continue. Number 8. Number 8, we have Coda. Again, this is the Walmart edition as well when they re-released these. Again, they have this backstage pass. I'll show that as well. I don't do that enough, is show the actual album and the contents. It's kind of cool. Put that back in. The insert that they have, kind of show this, which is kind of cool. The insert. And this was done in 1982. It's a great album. This is actually outtakes of unused tracks. So I hadn't heard this an awful lot after, Bonham died. They, the band disformed, and this was the last album they officially released as part of their discography. Very good. I love this album. I need to spend even more time with it, but the standouts for me were We're Gonna Groove, nice opening and jam with guitars and drums. Love the vocals on that as well. Poor Tom, great drums, has a hard harmonica, is really a great touch by Plant. Probably my favorite song on the album was Poor Tom. I Can't Quit You Baby is good bluesy song. Walter's Walk, love that. Ozone Baby was good. Darlene was just okay for me. Bonzo's Montreux, man, does that have a great drum jam. If you haven't heard Bonzo's Montreux, that is the standout for sure. Wearing and Tearing, that's actually good as well. Let's continue. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this video, but they're the greatest band of all time. Next, number 7, I have Presence. Again, this is a Walmart edition. Has this. This is the inner sleeve. I really enjoyed this album. I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool album. Don't know what I did with the Backstage Pass, but this is the Backstage Pass that's included. This was done in 1976. This was a tough one for me because I really enjoyed this album, and I wanted to rank it higher, but there were other albums I enjoyed more. Again, the standouts for me is Achilles' Last Stand. That's a great jam. For Your Life is a really good song. Royal Orleans, great guitar licks by Jimmy on that. Nobody's Fault But Mine, probably my favorite song on that whole album. Candy Store Rock is pretty good. Hats On for Nowhere, great guitar and drums, love that. And T for One I thought was okay. Again, Presence from 1976, the year I was born. Very good album. All right, so let's go to number 6. Probably the first controversial ranking I have, and that is going to be Houses of Holy. Again, this was done in 1973. It gets this ranked, again, my rankings based on the songs from start to finish and how I connect with them and things like that. Again, standout song remains the same, is pretty good. The Rain song's good. Over the Hills and Far Away, it's an amazing song. Love Jimmy and Robert on that, just fantastic. The Crunge, I loved how Bonham opened with the drums on that. Like the funky feel on bass by John Paul Jones. Just love that. Dancing Days, we know that one's a great song. Love it. Dire Maker, great. It's different from other songs that they do. No Quarter, that's different as well. No Quarter has that Pink Floyd vibe I thought of there. And The Ocean is probably my favorite song on the whole album. Again, we have the inner sleeve here. This is the Backstage Pass. Love the Zeppelin, of course. Very good album. All right, we're at number 5. Number 5, I have several pressings of this, but number 5, we have number 3, Led Zeppelin 3. Great album, has a lot of great songs on here that I love. The Immigrant Song starts it off, amazing song, love that. Friends has that great acoustic jam on it, I love it. Celebration Day, actually one of the names when they got back together, when I think they were in London when they did that. Love how it starts out. The guitar riffs are great. Love the background music in that. It's just a real banger of a song. Since I've Been Loving You, I love that slow rock feel of that song. Robert Plant sounds really cool, has a cool vibe. Jimmy's just ripping on that. Good jam. Out on the Tiles, great. Again, Jimmy with guitar riffs on that. Gallows Pole is actually one of my favorite Zeppelin songs of all time. I love Gallows Pole, and I loved when they did that unplugged version. I was in early 90s. I remember when they went on tour and did that. Tangerine's okay. That's the Way, great acoustic song. Brown Y Or, I think I pronounced that right. Brown Y Or Stomp, that's just an amazing song. Hats off to Roy Harper, that's a great blues jam. Again, I didn't open this one, so I'm not going to show you the inside, but I have this version here. It's the inside of it. It's a great, there. Love that. Love that cover. All right, we're at number 4. Number 4 might be controversial for some, but we got Led Zeppelin 1. Came out in 1969. That's their first self-titled. It's amazing. It's hard at this point to choose, and I'm sure you're going to debate me down below, but standouts here, all of them here, but the rundown is Good Times, Bad Times, amazing. Babe, I'm Going to Leave You, fantastic. Dazed and Confused has a great Zeppelin jam on there. Your Time Is Going to Come, love everything about it. Has that acoustic vibe that I love so much. Communication Breakdown, love it. I Can't Quit You. You can tell that they have a lot of blues influence for sure there. And How Many More Time, great guitar. Could be my favorite on the whole album. So again, that's just a great song, great album. All right, next one is kind of one I've been getting into more and more, and number 3 is Physical Graffiti. Again, hard to rank. As I'm getting older, I'm getting into this album more and more. Custard Pie, I just love how that song starts out. The Rover, the guitars are really great on that. In My Time of Dying has a good bluesy jam, and then all of a sudden starts rocking out. Houses of the Holy, great, love that. Trampled Underfoot, I've loved that song since I was young. Love it, just great. Kashmir, we all know Kashmir. It's just one of my all-time Zeppelin songs. I love that one. In the Light, I just love the vibe of that whole song. Braun Wire, apologize. Great acoustic song, Down by the Seaside. Love the jam in the middle of it. They start jamming, then goes back to psychedelic. 10 Years Gone is okay. Night Flight is okay. Wonton Song is great. Love that song. Boogie with Stu. It has a cool vibe. That's a different jam. Back Country Woman. Love the drums by Bonham on that. And Sick Again is okay. Again, I have the Walmart version. It's sealed, but I got a used copy because it had the hype. Gotta love the hype on that. And of course, I've always loved this album. I just like how it has the windows, has that vibe of the windows in there, because it opens up with the spaces in between here. All right, we're getting there. Number 2. Number 2 kind of goes with it. Led Zeppelin 2. This is the Walmart edition, but this is probably, you're going to understand why my number 1's number 1. But Led Zeppelin 2, I probably listened to this album the most. But 1969, I have several, I'm going to show you the copies of this I have. The album is just so amazing. The standouts are Whole Lot of Love. Oh my gosh, Jimmy's amazing on that. What is and what should never be. It's great. Guitar riffs. Love Bonham with the subtle drums in the background. Lemon Song, oh my, amazing. Jimmy's great. John Paul Jones on bass. The drum beats are great. I could listen to this song all day long. Thank You is a great one. Love the organ in the background. Heartbreaker, again, Jimmy's great. Livin', Lovin', Made, it's a great banger. Ramble On, probably just about my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin song. Moby Dick, great jams. Bonham is absolutely incredible. Bring It On Home has that great blues feel, and I love the harmonica in the background. Robert Plant's amazing. Love Jimmy, just comes in and just starts rocking out. Man, I love this album. I could rank it number one, but I didn't. I'll show you some of the other versions I have. I got this one not that long ago because I wanted that gold record hype on it. You know, JC, you know, got to do that. Got the reissue. That was my first copy that I got. And then, about 2 years ago, I got the Granddaddy. I got the RL. And man, I got a VG Plus version of this. Oh my God, I thought I had heard Zeppelin. I had heard Zeppelin until I got the RL. And is it every bit that it's cracked up to be? Oh my gosh, if you're able to get the RL, you've never experienced Zeppelin until you've heard the RL cut. Man, is it just absolutely amazing. And my number one, Led Zeppelin 4. You might be asking, well, what if you love Led Zeppelin 2 so much, why is Led Zeppelin 4 your all-time favorite album? This album is what got me into Zeppelin itself. Holds a special place in my heart. This to me is just rock at its best. The songs are amazing. I mean, again, I have to thank my sister for getting me into Zeppelin. She loved them. She's 16 years older than me. And I just remember hearing Black Dog for the very first time. And I was just like, what is that? I thought I had never heard, I thought I'd heard music, not until I heard Black Dog for the very first time. You hear, hey, Mom, is that the way you move? I mean, from that moment, I was hooked and jammed. Sorry for the bad rendition, Robert Plant, but this song gets me every time. Rock and Roll, some other standouts. Rock and Roll is amazing. Battle of Evermore is fantastic. That mandolin in the background, what I think is the mandolin is just fantastic. And here's the controversial, probably moment of the entire video. Stairway to Heaven. Considered probably one of the best rock songs of all time. I think it's overrated. I know, don't hate me. Don't hate me. Jimmy absolutely sounds absolutely fantastic, but I just never connected with Stairway to Heaven. I just remember Wayne's World in that, and they said, you know, they're trying to jam out, and they said no stairway. I just remember that, and I'm just like, it's okay. But Misty Mountaintop, absolutely great jam. I love that. Four Sticks is excellent. Going to California, I just love that whole vibe. And then probably, I know I've said this several times, When the Levee Breaks is so amazing. It's a banger. I could listen to, if that's the only Zeppelin song I can listen for the rest of my life, it's that song right there. That jam is just absolutely amazing. The harmonica, the guitar, the drums. It, to me, is the epitome of rock and roll music. Man, I love Zeppelin. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Please, I'm begging you, let me know down in the comments down below what you think of my ranking. What is your ranking? What's your favorite album? Debate me, criticize me, I don't care. You might say they're not the greatest rock and roll band of all time. I want to get into that with you. But as always, I appreciate the vinyl community so much, sticking with me this long, making it passionate for me to create these videos. But until we see each other again, vinyl community, peace.